bloody toilet. That's 3 flushes now. Still hasn't done the job. The Ocean Princess. A floating palace, luxury on the high seas. Well, maybe the toilet's flushed properly up in the first-class suites, but not down here in steerage. Can you leave the bedside lamp on, please? I want to write in my journal before I turn in. Oh, how many times have I told you? Squeeze the toothpaste from the bottom of the tube. Show some consideration. And do try to leave the towels at right angles with each other. It looks much neater. And if you think I'm sitting with that Liverpool taxi driver and his loud-mouthed wife again, you've got another thing coming. Oh, they can afford a cruise is beyond me. Never mind an Admiral suite with sea view balcony. I bet he isn't still up trying to get a decent flush. Maybe we should demand another cabin. Still got another week to go. What do you think, Pat? Pat? Imagine what you'd have to say if I fell asleep while you were talking. Typical. Day 19. After our second night on the East China Sea, and with Hong Kong already a fading memory, we have finally arrived at the mouth of the mighty Yangtze River. Ahead of us lies the magnificent port of Shanghai, a city rich in colonial history. Its stately European waterfront contrasts dramatically with the impressive skyscrapers that tower over its bustling streets and their 20 million inhabitants. Indigestion. The smoked Pacific salmon with a black pepper crust, probably. Sore big toe. Could be the onset of gout. 19 days of overeating, though more likely a result of stubbing it during the night. Still can't seem to get me nocturnal bearings. The shoebox of a cabin doesn't help. Cruise agenda. Tomorrow's itinerary includes an exciting guided coach tour of the old port and a visit to the city's Chinatown. China has Chinatowns. Oh, and surprise, surprise, a visit to a local jade factory to watch master craftsmen undertake their fascinating work, followed by an exciting retail opportunity to purchase their exquisite wares. Another day being herded around like sheep before being forced to buy cheap tat at vastly inflated prices. Well, not for me. No more factory tours, no more exclusive purchase opportunities. Pete and I are jumping ship. Inspired by travellers and adventurers throughout the ages, we're going AWOL in pursuit of the real Shanghai. Not the tourist-friendly, sanitised version, force-fed to the never-ending flow of clueless cruise line passengers. At last, a taste of adventure. A chance for some real excitement. Did you know that Shanghai was a tiny fishing village until the First Opium War?
Geoff, the girls are going to kill us.
They'll be relieved to get us out from under their feet. In fact, they'll be ecstatic, left in peace to browse and purchase to their heart's content. Oh, smell that, Peter.
Oil and dead fish.
History, Peter. Authentic history. This beats following some half-wit waving an umbrella above their head, spewing out fascinating facts like some automated info parrot.
It'll be afternoon tea and cakes in the Atlantic Lounge around now, followed by the deck quoits competition, or landscape watercolours for beginners.
Yes, all of which we can do any time. We're exploring one of the most exciting ports in the world here.
We're wandering around lost in a container base.
We're not lost. Look, somebody's left a door open to one of the warehouses.
Or they're still in there.
Only one way to find out.
No, wait, you can't!
It's called exploring.
It's called trespassing! Geoff! It's just an old warehouse full of boxes.
It's cargo, bound for the four corners of the world. These walls must have seen millions of tons pass through over the generations.
Can we go now before somebody catches us?
Where's the spirit of adventure?
Buried beneath my sense of doom. I don't like it in here.
All right, let's see what else we can find.
Can't we just head back to the ship? There's an origami demonstration I quite fancy.
How often do you get to roam around a world-famous port you'll only regret missing out? Come on, I think I saw a tanker about to dock. Did you close the door behind you?
I didn't want anyone to see us. Go push harder.
It's no use, it's shut tight.
Let me try.
Brilliant, you've locked us in.
Well, I couldn't help it.
Look, you're wasting your time, it must only open from outside.
What about the skylights?
That ceiling must be nearly 30 feet high. Let's have a look around, see if there's another way out. Hello! Help! Can anyone hear us? Help! It's no use. These walls must be over 2 feet thick.
Oh, come on, we've got to keep trying.
We'll just have to wait for someone to come and set us free.
Help! Help! No one knows where we are. Even if the ship sends out a search party, they'll never think to look for us in here.
Sooner or later, someone will be along to shift these boxes.
What are you doing?
Well, just checking to see what's stored in them.
They'll think we're thieves.
Stealing pickled cabbage?
What?
Big jars of it. Some sort of Chinese pickled cabbage. Looks like it's in brine.
There's an expiry date.
0708.
July 2008. God knows when they'll turn up to collect them.
At least we won't starve. Though I can't say I fancy a diet of cabbage and brine.
It's not a joking matter. We could be stuck in here for days, weeks even.
Relax. We'll be out of here in no time.
Relax? How can you expect me to relax?
Anything to eat or drink in your backpack?
I'm not sure Carol packed it. Camera? At least I'll be able to show the gang in accounts where we were trapped.
Great.
Coconut suntan oil.
That'll come in really handy.
How was Carol to know we were going to be stuck in a warehouse?
Okay. What else?
Dental floss, a couple of tissues, some indigestion tablets, magazine.
Cheshire Life.
Carol likes to know what's going on around the county.
Who's splashing out on the most lavish garden party, more like? Who are the ladies who lunch are gossiping about?
It's all harmless.
It's the aspirational middle classes at the most vulgar and ostentatious. I won't let Pamela waste her money on it.
That was Pam's. She passed it on to Carol after she'd read it.
Because she knows I won't have it in the house. Anyway, you don't even live in Cheshire.
Oh, yes, we do.
You're in Holton, technically.
Part of the house and garden are, but the border cuts right through the kitchen. Carol had it confirmed by the council when she appealed. The majority of our living space is on the Cheshire side. That's who we pay our council tax to. Probably would have been cheaper to pay it to Holton, but Carol was adamant we were Cheshire.
Yes, well, congratulations. You go ahead and read about what our precious fellow Cheshirites have been up to.
I will.
I'd rather read the labels on these jars, even if they are in Cantonese.
They speak Mandarin in Shanghai, actually. It was in the ship's info letter.
Whatever.
It's getting dark. There's no way anyone will come and free us tonight.
The stevedores will be here first thing in the morning. You'll see.
Pam and Carol will be out their minds with worry.
Yeah, if they've noticed we're missing. They'll probably think we're somewhere on the ship.
I wish we were. I'd be straight into the World in One buffet or the Sunset Smorgasbord on deck 12.
Pickled cabbage?
I'd rather chew on one of the indigestion tablets.
This stuff is probably a great delicacy in these parts.
That's technically theft, you know.
Needs must. Doesn't smell too bad.
It looks revolting.
It's all right, actually. Reminiscent of the sauerkraut we had on the Magic of Bavaria Beer Festival weekend.
Surprised you can remember the state you were in.
I was perfectly fine.
Oh, call this beer strong? 3 pitches later, you couldn't stand up. The sauerkraut put in another appearance on the way back to the hotel, all over the taxi.
That was a stomach bug. I was on the toilet for days.
Talking of which, what are we going to do?
Well, we have to go in the corner.
Not very hygienic.
We can use empty jars.
I can't go in a jar.
I've got no choice.
Doesn't look like you'll be emptying that one in a hurry.
Yeah, not that hungry, actually. I wouldn't mind one of those. Rennie, though.
What are you doing?
Morse code. The sound should carry much further than our voices. Someone might pick up on the signal.
Tit!
There's no need for that. I'm only trying to get us rescued.
T-I-T.
SOS!
SOS is 3 dashes, 3 dots, 3 dashes. You're spelling out tit. Dash, dot, dot, dash.
OK, Noel.
You just stop it!
I'm only trying to get us out of here.
I'm sorry. I didn't get much sleep. I was too hungry. Not to mention thirsty.
Take a sip of the brine.
I'd be sick.
We've got to make the best of what we've got.
I don't think I can handle much more of this.
You'll be fine. Just have to keep our spirits up and our wits about us. We're open to all kinds of danger in here.
We're stuck in a warehouse, not lost in the jungle.
It's not just hunger and thirst we need to worry about. Monotony is the enemy too. Yeah, I suggest we keep ourselves occupied with stimulating conversation. We should take turns to talk about an interesting subject.
I'm fine, thanks. I'll read.
Self. We're in this together, you know.
You can share the magazine if you want.
Reading about the Cheshire Set's exploits is not my idea of intellectual stimulation. We should have a quiz. Test each other on general knowledge. I can remember plenty of questions from quiz nights at the cricket club.
It's the answers you usually struggle with.
We do okay. If it wasn't for that answers machine team, we'd win every week. They shouldn't even be allowed to take part. They're not members and a cheat.
If you let the rest of us answer a few questions, we might fare a little better.
How about poetry? We could both recite our favourite poems.
I'm happy to read. If you don't want to, then please yourself. You usually do.
There's no need for that. I don't know why you're being so stroppy.
I'm sorry, Geoff, but you got us into this mess.
I didn't lock us in, though.
No, but you did force me to traipse around boringly dull dockyards. I'd have been far happier on the organised trip, or staying behind to shoot clay pigeons off the back of the boat.
Right. Well, then I'd better get you back there, hadn't I?
Geoff! Listen!
What?
It's raining outside.
So the boringly dull docks are even bleaker now, are they?
No! I can hear dripping.
Oh, sorry, I'll send out to have the roof fixed.
Dripping means water. Drinking water. Over here.
We can catch it in a jar.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I see. Things are starting to look up. I told you they would. You wouldn't believe it, but every molecule in your body is constantly being renewed.
Really?
Molecularly, you are completely different than you were 9 years ago. Every molecule has changed. Your body isn't even 10 years old.
It feels 110 after 3 days in here.
Which is why we've got to keep our spirits up and our minds sharp. Come on, amaze me with a fact.
I'd rather just read, thanks.
And I'd like to curl up in a ball and sleep, but I'm not going to.
Wouldn't bother me if you did.
Did you know that the average pillow has been in use for 6 years? 10% of its weight is made up of live mites, their droppings, and the corpses of dead ones.
Nice.
Well, you think of that next time you're trying to get some sleep in a hotel. I told the maid on the ship when I asked her for new pillows, but she just muttered something in Filipino and hurried off.
So much for things getting better. We haven't had a drop to drink since that rain yesterday.
Now, there's a fascinating subject. Water.
Do you have to?
Water is the only liquid that expands as it freezes.
I told Carol we shouldn't have bought you a short history of nearly everything.
It's absolutely fascinating. You should read it.
I don't need to.
Humans, 65% water.
Well, I'm not. I'm parched.
Water breaks all the laws of chemistry and physics. Ice floats, but it shouldn't. Lucky for us, too. Otherwise, the oceans would freeze from the bottom. We'd have a permanent ice age.
Can we change the subject?
We need to be aware of the consequences of water deprivation. Forewarned is forearmed.
And I suppose you know all there is to know.
Oh, without liquid, the body starts to suffer within days. The lips disappear, like they've been cut off. The gums darken and shrivel away. The nose withers and the skin around the eyes contracts to prevent blinking.
Right, that's enough. I'm going to offer some condensation.
I'm only trying to educate you. Morning.
one Rennie left. Do you want half?
No, you have it.
I usually take them when I've overeaten.
The cabbage isn't that bad.
Carol tried to get me to go on a cabbage soup diet before we came away. Joe from the cake shop lost 2 stone on it.
Well, look on the bright side. We'll both be nice and trim when we get out.
If we get out.
Less of that kind of talk, please.
Sorry.
You look uncomfortable. Everything okay?
I need the toilet. Desperately.
You still haven't been.
Not for a main performance.
It's been days.
I can't.
Well, you'll have to, or you'll end up with all kinds of medical complaints.
I'd rather not know, thank you.
What's the problem? Constipation?
No. I've got this thing about where I go. I'm never fully comfortable away from home. Carol even suggested we take the toilet seat on holiday with us, but it's not that. I just don't like going anywhere but on my own toilet in my own bathroom. What I'd give to be in there now.
Oh, you'll just have to get over it, old son. Plop yourself on one of those jars and let it all go.
Carol would be impressed.
I think they'd both be proud of us, the way we've kept our spirits up under adversity.
They must be out of their minds with worry. Where do you think they are?
Oh, I'm sure the British consulate will have found them somewhere to stay while the search is on.
They won't even know if we're still in Shanghai. If the ship sailed before we were reported missing, they might think we fell overboard or something.
Well, the crew know who's on board and who's off. It's more likely to think we've been kidnapped. They're probably waiting for a ransom note.
How much do you think we fetch?
100k each tops.
Not much, considering.
There is a chance that Pam thinks I've just taken off.
Where to?
Well, off around China. It's no secret that I wasn't keen on the cruise. I was up for something more adventurous. Backpacking in India, or an African safari.
I'd have been happy with 2 weeks in the Algarve. It was Carol who wanted the cruise. Cashed in her ISAs to pay for it. Dreamt about it for years.
And Pam too.
I hope they're all right.
Yeah. Well, it's up to us to get through this in one piece. Make sure we get home.
Do you think we'll be on the news?
Bound to be by now.
Could be celebrities by the time we get home.
Oh, I'm sure they'll want interviews. Nothing trashy. Few dignified words, maybe a follow-up interview in a Sunday supplement.
A welcome home party in the club. A few reporters and a Sky News team outside.
There could even be a book in it. The Shanghai 2. Resilient accountants reveal their ordeal.
I'd always fancied myself as a writer. Just never suited the beard.
Shanghai Survival. Oh, Survival in Shanghai.
Good title.
Promotional tours, maybe the after-dinner speaking circuits.
Not for me. I think after this little episode, I shan't be travelling too far from home ever again.
Or your bathroom.
I think it's time.
Good luck.
Wait till I tell Carol.
Which is the only planet to be discovered by an American? It's easy. Do you want a clue? Think Disney. Oh, come on, it's nymphs, Pete.
I'm reading a really interesting article on the Ashton Hayes Summer Fair.
Yeah, Walt Disney named a character after it. Knowing old Walt, he was probably just making sure everyone knew about the first American planet. OK, the character was a dog. Mickey Mouse's friend.
Goofy.
Planet Goofy? You're having me on, aren't you? Right then, if that was too easy for you, what's the currency of China?
Looks like Didsbury's got some nice restaurants.
Our 4th day in China and you've already forgotten its monetary unit.
Well, I haven't had much chance to use it, have I?
OK, no need to get shirty.
There is every need. Here's some questions for you. Why was there even less condensation this morning than yesterday? When is it going to rain again? How come no one has come looking for us yet? Got any answers to that lot?
Peter.
Sorry.
Maybe a quiz isn't such a good idea.
Thank you.
How are you getting on with your toilet problem?
Fine, thanks.
I suppose a more varied diet than pickled cabbage would help.
Yes.
I know. Poetry.
What?
Name your 3 favourite poems.
Do I have to?
Please, come on. You've been reading that magazine all day.
But I haven't got one favourite poem, never mind 3.
You must have. I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, The Daffodils by Wordsworth.
No.
Stop All the Clocks, W.H. Auden. You know, the one from that film.
No.
The Raven, Edgar Allan Poe.
Nope.
Wilfred Owen. Robbie Burns.
I just never found poetry interesting.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing out on. I'll tell you mine then, to give you a few pointers. And at number 3, that all-time classic by the king of poetry, John to Autumn Keats. Ode to a Nightingale.
Never heard of it.
You must have. It's a work of genius.
Sorry.
And joint second, a tie between the 2 Samuel Taylor Coleridge classics, absolutely inseparable. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner and Kubla Khan. Well, you have heard of Coleridge.
Of him, yes. Can't say I know his poems, though.
I can recite them if you like. Or would you like to wait until I reveal my all-time favourite?
You've already told me your favourite 3.
I haven't.
But that means you picked 4.
So?
Then you shouldn't be allowed another.
Does it matter?
Well, I'm sure you would have had something to say about it if it was me.
Well, you couldn't even think of one, never mind 3.
I could if I wanted to.
Go on then.
No.
You don't even know a single poem.
I do.
You don't?
Do.
Let's hear it then.
Since I hurt my pendulum, my life is all erratic. My parrot, who was cordial, is now transmitting static. The carpet died, a palm collapsed, the cat keeps doing poo. The only thing that keeps me sane is talking to me shoe.
What do you call that?
It's a poem. I read it in a magazine once. Made me laugh.
Who's it by?
I can't remember.
Well, it's hardly Auden or Shakespeare, is it?
So I like it. You badgered me for my favourite, and I told you I don't care if you don't like it. I just want to sit quietly and read the magazine. Now leave me alone.
Right. I may as well turn in then. I didn't tell you my favourite poem. Night then.
I can't find any condensation. There's no sign of any rain today either.
Oh, we can't go on like this. We'll have to drink the brine.
Even if I could keep it down, who knows what the side effects would be?
Yeah, well, actually, by drinking salt water, we'll be risking brain damage.
Geoff?
No, it's a good job. I know the consequences. If we don't drink something soon, we'll just dehydrate even quicker. It's a risk we have to take.
But brain damage?
It's okay. The kidney damage done by the salt will kill us first.
Oh, great.
We've got no choice. It'll just have to do us until it rains again or help comes. Here goes. Right, your turn.
I can't.
We need the fluids and quickly. Do you want to lose your lips? Good man, keep going. Oh. Right, now we need to stay strong and focused. We are 98.4% genetically identical to chimpanzees.
Jason and Michaela Sinclair of Knutsford like nothing better than to take time out to relax in their Mediterranean-themed orangery.
97% of the Earth's plant and animal species are yet to be discovered by man. We've only explored 1/1,000,000th of our oceans, and the rainforests hold untold secrets.
Studying Michaela's favourite room is the master bedroom, with its Middle Eastern boudoir-themed elegance. Their daughters Chloe and Jasmine love the tropical-style pool in its magnificent hardwood conservatory.
What is the capital of Slovenia, and who laid siege to it in the 18th century?
Is Wilmslow now the most stylish town in the country? A 6-page special on the jewel in the county's fashion crown.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, If you can wait and not be tired by waiting.
Blooming Marvellous of Alderley Edge won the award for Flower Design of the Year. The arrangements of lilies and tropical fuchsias that adorn the marquee following Mickle Trafford's christening of the year were breathtakingly beautiful.
You can dream and not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same.
Everyone who attended Si and Rebecca Simeon's garden party in honour of their little girl Rosie Rhiannon agreed that the flowers helped ensure that the day was the event of the summer.
If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build 'em up with worn-out tools.
Rebecca felt that such a special occasion warranted the floral extravagance, and had no problem with the £2,000 florist's bill. She'd happily spend that on a new pair of shoes, so why not make their little girl's special day even more magical?
If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it all on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose, and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss.
Investment broker Si feels that flowers have always played a very special part in his and Rebecca's relationship. From the morning when he sent her a single rose to the chemist where she worked, even though he didn't know her name, to the unfortunate sticky patch in their marriage, when he won her back by bombarding her with daily bouquets at her mother's house.
If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone.
Stacey Capshaw, former glamour model and owner of Blooming Marvellous, was delighted with the award. She said it was a reward for all the hard work put in by her small band of loyal employees.
And so hold on, when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on.
Stacey also thanked the Simeons, by far her best customers, especially Si, for all his kindness and support since she started the company 2 years ago.
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither enemies, foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much.
Despite the event's great success, Rebecca isn't ruling out trying some of the other new and exciting florists sprouting up around the region, maybe even one day opening her own when the children are older. A long-held dream of hers.
If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it.
Car Pile of Stockton Heath came second.
Will you stop reading that idiotic magazine?
All right.
I've had enough of your imbecilic ramblings.
It's just stuff about nice people in the nice houses. I think you're jealous.
I'm not jealous of them. I grew up tormented by those self-important sneering snobs and their perfect prim and proper brats. They all looked down their noses at me because we'd moved from Runcorn. How can somebody persecute a 7-year-old because he was from 2 miles outside God's chosen county? Our old house was only a 20-minute drive away, but it was like we'd arrived from Mars. It's not like we were from Liverpool or Widnes. The Runcorn lot, we were called, for the 15 years we lived in Cuddington. And of course, when Pam's parents found out who her new boyfriend was, they were devastated. I wasn't allowed in the house until we'd been together for a year, and only then because I'd got into university. When we got engaged, her mother sobbed her heart out. She'd been hoping for a Holmes chapel, or at least a Middlewich. It was only when we married and moved to Fronsham that I finally felt accepted. We were the nice new couple from Cuddington. Almost royalty.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I suppose you're going to look down on me now.
Of course not.
But I just want to get back home to Fronsham. They should have found us by now. Get me out of this hell.
Come on, Geoff. Look, we've got to keep it together.
This is all my fault.
No, it isn't.
We're going to die in here.
No, we're not.
And it's all because of me.
Oh, for crying out loud, Geoff, get a grip.
Let me out. Help. Help.
Geoff. I'm sorry, mate.
I'm the one who should be sorry.
Look, the girls will make sure the whole city is searched from top to bottom. The authorities are bound to come looking around here sooner or later. You'll see.
Do you think so?
Of course.
Now, you come on, look. Just sit down and relax, eh? I'll put the magazine away. We can have a quiz.
You're right. I'll be fine. I'll pull myself together. Yeah. Maybe I could tell you about all those Victorian explorers again.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather look through the magazine? The property pages are fascinating. You can work out how much your house is worth. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised.
Really?
Yes. There's one similar to yours up for nearly $750,000.
No way.
They've extended extensively. Conservatory-covered pool, attic mezzanine, the lot.
Nice. I've always fancied one of those.
But they're not as expensive as you'd expect, and they increase your property's value way above the initial outlay. Look.
Oh, yeah. Pete, you won't tell anyone, will you?
About you losing it?
No, Runcorn.
Of course not.
Thanks.
Oak-panelled dining room, Italianate vestibule, heated marble floors throughout. Talk about class.
Angela Featherstone-White of Bunbury certainly knows her interiors.
Magnificent 5-bedroom 18th century property in tarpaulin. Landscaped gardens, barn conversion, complete with its own detached Tuscan-style summer house. How much?
$495.
With 5 bedrooms and summer house in your dreams. $950.
Tell me about the Aldergate Hall summer ball again.
Margaret and Clive Whipley held a spectacular James Bond-themed ball in aid of the Mickle Trafford Under-12s Polo League. Cast members from Coronation Street and Hollyoaks mixed with guests and handed out prizes for best costume.
How could Samantha Hillier not win in that little leopard skin number?
Jasmine Taylor-Scott certainly looked the part, though.
Oh, not surprised she once sprawled all over the Aston Martin like that.
Trust Jasmine.
Where was this year's South Cheshire Accountants Summer Luncheon held?
Thorpeley Hall.
Hosted by
Grant and Sue Boltover.
The theme?
Oh, don't tell me. Pirates of the Caribbean Picnic.
With special guests.
The Duke of York, Eddie Large, and stars of television's Hollyoaks.
When do those girls get a chance to learn their lines?
Who knows? Try this.
What is it?
I've added something to the brine to make it a little more palatable.
To be honest, I'm getting used to it.
Wait till you taste this little lovely.
Coconut!
An infusion of suntan oil and this morning's condensation from the walls.
Not bad.
Cheers!
$2,000 glasses of Pimm's, 4,000 rounds of sandwiches, 12,000 slices of Victoria sponge, and 22,000 cups of tea.
Spot on. I'll test you on the catering for Winbury Ladies Ascot Day next.
Oh, that's enough for me.
Actually, I'm feeling a little peckish. Can I tempt you with a cabbage supper?
It's hard to pay a visit to London, none, I think. Thanks all the same.
A coconut special nightcap?
No, not for me.
Okie dokie. Well, I'll give that Gardens of Tatton and Marple feature another once over. I don't want you catching me out on those perennials again.
Actually, I was going to have a quiet read before turning in.
I thought you were tired.
Yeah, I am, but helps me go off faster.
All right. Night then.
Yeah, night. Go easy on the specials.
Sweet nuts for the road. Let me into your sensuous Middle Eastern themed boudoir. Jason doesn't appreciate you, not like I do. Let me show you how much I want you. You know you want me in there.
Oh, you're dying for it, yes. I can tell, yes. Michaela. Oh, Michaela.
Jack, what are you doing?
What?
How could you?
We've been locked in here for weeks. What do you expect?
But with Michaela?
So?
What about Jason and the girls? What would they think?
No one need know.
What if little Chloe or Jasmine had caught you at it?
But they didn't.
It won't be long before the whole village find out. The other mothers at the school, the guys at the golf club, gossip spreads.
Don't be ridiculous.
Jason will be devastated. It could finish him.
You're overreacting. And besides, you saw the photos. The way he had his arm around Becky Flightley's waist at the garden party barbecue for Jasmine's birthday.
How dare you? Hand it over.
No.
Give me that magazine now.
Why should I?
It's mine.
You said Pam gave it to Carol.
And you really think she'd want it back after what you've just been up to?
You wouldn't.
And as you want the news of your little fling with that Knutsford slut spreading everywhere, you better hand it over right now.
Don't you call her that. And you can't blackmail us. We love each other.
You stupid fool. Do you really think she'd ever leave Jason for the likes of you? What can you offer her? Certainly not an 8-bedroom country manor in nearly 30 acres.
Give me that back now.
Or what?
Give it to me.
Let go!
You let go.
Get your hands off!
Never.
You're gonna rip it!
You are.
Stop! Listen!
No, you can't trick me.
It's a helicopter captain of forest! Look! A searchlight!
I don't care. Give me my magazine. Give it to me.
Idiot! You stupid, bloody idiots! You've torn it!
You tore it, not me.
Look what you've done, it's nearly in half! How can I put it back together now? The pages will fall out!
It was fine until you barged in on me.
Well, don't worry, because it's not going to happen again.
No, you can't get the magazine away from me.
Here, you can have the back half!
But the back's mostly advert.
It's more than you deserve. You've got the gardening features and the wedding section. Maybe that'll make you think about the sanctity of marriage and what those vows really mean.
But Michaela...
You won't be seeing each other ever again. From now on, we're splitting the room too. No. This is your half, that's mine. You don't cross into my space, and I won't cross into yours.
You can't keep us apart.
It's your own fault!
Michaela! Oh, Michaela!
Who does he think he is? Laying down all kinds of rules.
I hope he's ashamed of himself.
From now on, he can fend for himself.
From now on, it's every man for himself.
I'm going to show him what Geoff Radcliffe is made of.
He's underestimated Peter Rawle for too long.
Splitting the room was the biggest mistake of his life.
You'll soon be begging for forgiveness.
I'll make sure he lives to regret it.
From now on, I'm not even going to acknowledge him.
From now on, we're at war.
Oi, 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 oi! Oi! Who said you could take those boxes from my side?
It's only fair that we have half each.
Oh, so what are you doing? Making a little den you can amuse yourself in?
I'm building myself a house. And when it's finished, you'll be green with envy.
Maybe I'll build one too.
No doubt you will. You've copied everything I've done since we first met.
Says the man who had a conservatory built 3 weeks after ours.
We talked about it for months and you know it. And how about that decking we had fitted? The varnish wasn't even dry and you were getting measured up for yours.
At least I've got taste.
UPVC windows, that's all I've got to say.
Your idea of style is a leaf pattern wheelie bin cover.
I'll show you what good taste's all about when my new place is finished.
And mine will have style and grace that you can only dream of.
Cheshire will be the judge of that. My beautifully restored 18th century farmhouse is on the outskirts of the pretty village of Alderley Edge. The breathtaking views across the lovingly landscaped gardens are delightful.
My delightfully converted Georgian stone-built Grade 2 listed country house nestles on the edge of the much sought-after Mottram St Andrew. Its lakeside rural setting and extensive mature gardens are strikingly beautiful.
A galleried entrance hall, pillared porch, well-stocked ornamental fish pond,
Paddock and stables,
sauna and plunge pools,
sauna salaria,
complete leisure complex equipped with the state-of-the-art gym equipment,
outdoor hot tub, Barbecues are all the rage these days.
Detached stone barn, which I may convert into an enchanting hayloft gallery cum conservatory.
I tried that with my on-site crofter's cottage, but ended up converting it into an Italianate summer house instead. Quite breathtaking.
Well, everything should be ready just in time for my black and white themed summer ball housewarming bash.
I'm throwing an open house grand firework garden party. Guests are due to arrive within the hour.
Really? Well, I hope you're not too disappointed, because I've sent invitations to absolutely everybody. They'll be here any minute. Can't stand around and chat. Caterers to see to.
Florists to supervise.
Mwah, mwah. Sir Ian, Lady Heather. Help yourself to the Andalusian mountain tapas buffet. I can't recommend our personal chef for the night too highly.
Al fresco is the only way to dine. And with this new catering company, it's a complete breeze. There's an authentic Moroccan village tagine, producing the best in Middle Eastern cuisine. Parisian pavement cafe-style heaters make sure we don't get chilly. Though we couldn't have asked for a nicer evening, could we, your worship?
Yes, your majesty, we'll all be taking a dip in the Grecian Olympic-sized pool, and the volcanic 12-seater hot tub's already filling up. The Hollyoaks girls were first in. Has everyone tried my mint special? A little dental floss-inspired cocktail I've knocked together.
That dental floss is mine!
Ignore the Holton Borough gatecrasher, everybody. I'll have Johnny, Lawrence and the rest of the England World Cup boys escort him out.
Ryan, David, the Neville brothers, at least 3 former gladiators will have something to say about that.
Really? Well, they'll soon all realise they'll have a much nicer time over here. I wouldn't let your caterers feed our horses.
And I wouldn't let the swans in our ornamental lake swim in the champagne you're serving.
At least my guests showed up.
At least my guests have stayed. Most of yours left as soon after they arrived.
Well, they certainly haven't gone over to your flop of a night.
Everyone is saying that yours is the worst event of the season.
They're saying yours is the worst in living memory.
And Michaela's enjoying herself over here. I've seen to that. I don't think she's interested in Runcorn losers. You bastard! Get off it!
你好，对不起，
No!
不好意思耽误你们，你们在吵什么呀？不好意思，没事了，你们可以回家了。
Who invited you?
Get out!
You crazy!
Hey, don't come back. This is private property.
And the headlines tonight. 2 local men, missing from a cruise ship for several weeks, initially feared kidnapped, have been discovered trapped in a Shanghai warehouse. Both men are refusing to leave until their demands for a case of coconut suntan oil and an article each in Cheshire Life magazine have been met. The men's families are said to be gravely concerned.
In Lifestyles of the Trapped and Cabbaged by Roy Boulter, Geoff was played by Paul Bown and Peter by Geoff Rawle. The Dockworker was Wal-Keat Lau. The director was Toby Swift.